Hey, what's up, guys? Gemini. And, you know what? I'm going to make this video after watching the Iceman's video. Basically, the Iceman talks about how the crowd is very disrespectful towards John Cena. Actually cheering for his injury. Actually cheering for him to be off the show. So, anyways, I watched the Iceman's video. And then I start surfing around YouTube, and I actually see people making videos cheering and parading that John Cena is injured and now he's not on TV anymore. How much lower class can you get as a John Cena hater to cheer for a fucking injury? I mean, give me a... That is low class. To cheer a guy to have an injury, that is as low as it gets. If you're cheering for the other team to lose their best player to an injury so you could win, you got low class or no class. And if you do have class, it's all low. You don't cheer the best player on the other team to get an injury so he's out of the game and you'll win. Fuck that. That's a tainted championship. Okay. If Miami Heat this past year loses LeBron James and the Spurs win, I mean, yeah, people are going to remember the Spurs championships, but they're not going to remember that. They're going to also remember LeBron wasn't there to help the Miami Heat. I'm just saying, to cheer an injury, I don't give a fuck if you like Cena, if you don't like Cena, you know what? You cheering him to have an injury to be off the show is pathetic. That is low class. John Cena has never done a fucking thing to any of you to warrant a cheering for his injury. Oh, well, he's a son of a bitch. He ruined wrestling. That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. The guy busted his ass for 12 years, and you guys cheer his injury. The John Cena haters have zero class. I like John Cena. He's a good wrestler. He's not my favorite anymore. He used to be my favorite. I used to deal with these low-class assholes on here all the time. You know what? John Cena haters have zero class. Zero moral fibers to cheer a guy with an injury so you don't have to see him on TV just because you don't like him. Just because John Cena's not cool. You're going to cheer a guy with injuries because he's not a good wrestler like Daniel Bryan or CM Punk. See, John Cena's a damn good wrestler. You know, he ain't a bad wrestler. He ain't a wrestler that deserves to have an injury and be cheered for. I feel bad for John Cena. I do. I feel bad for John Cena having to deal with pieces of shit cheering for his injury. You guys can go to hell cheering for an injury on John Cena. Honestly, you guys could go to hell. Straight to it. You never cheer for a wrestler to get injured so you don't have to see him on TV. That's pathetic. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. All the John Cena haters who cheered for him to get injured so they didn't have to see him on, that's pathetic. You guys need to open up your brains a little bit. Real class move. If the guy quits, that's one thing. But if the guy gets hurt, I mean, come on. A legitimate fucked up arm, and because you hate him, you're cheering for his injury? That's pathetic. Seriously. That's what I fucking hate about YouTube, is the pathetic, the pettiness. That's one of the things that pisses me off the most on here, is the pettiness, the patheticness. Fuck you. You know, no class, no brains, no nothing. Fuck the John Cena haters. I'm done with this video, but seriously, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. Honestly, though, I mean, I'm sure that there's some intelligent John Cena haters, but you have to be some kind of immature little prick to cheer someone to be hurt so you don't have to see him on TV. You hate someone so much. I mean, give me a break. If John Cena comes on the fucking TV and he uses racial slurs, or he comes on the TV and you know, he drops N-bombs or does something real nasty, dirty like that, or goes and shoots up an elementary school, then you have a right to cheer for his injury. But John Cena's never done any of that. He's just a dude who got stuck with a bad gimmick, you know, and Cena got stuck with a bad gimmick, but you hate him. You want him to die. You know, fuck that. You want a guy to die because you don't like him. You want a guy to be injured and suffered because you don't like him. You guys, honestly, I mean, this is like a new low to cheer for an injury. That's pathetic. That is the new low. That's the lowest I've ever seen on YouTube. And I've seen a lot of low shit. I've been on YouTube since 2008. I've seen it all, and I've had every low thing happen to me. You know, I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, I'm ashamed to be a part of the fucking YouTube with that shit going on. I'm Gemini. You know, John Cena haters are so jealous. I mean, really, you guys wish that you had a fraction of his success in your life. You know, you do. I mean, you wish that you had a fraction of it. But to hate a wrestler who maybe has 5 moves of doom and a bad gimmick, and he's not your favorite wrestler, he's not Daniel Bryan, he never wrestled in the indie scene, to hate him and wish an injury on him, I mean, that's just some sorry shit. I mean, if you made a video cheering for a John Cena injury, you are pathetic. You are low. You need to go to the fucking hospital and have your brain checked. I mean, that's just dirty. I mean, that's like the fucking Super Bowl, and your team is gonna face the Denver Broncos, and we're gonna intentionally hurt Peyton Manning so we can win. I mean, that's just bullshit. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm honestly at a loss, but I'm done with this video. See ya. You know what? One more thing. If you're gonna come on this video and say stupid shit like, well, he sucks and I don't like him, don't even waste my time. Don't even bother. If you got a legitimate point about why it's a good thing that John Cena's off the show for a while, if you got a legitimate point, put it up or post a video response. But otherwise, if you're gonna say something stupid like, he sucks and I don't like him, that's why it's good he's off the show, then don't even come around. Don't even come on the page. Because I don't want to hear it. I think that that's pathetic. Well, John Cena sucks. I'm glad he's hurt. Well, why don't you make a point and explain why he's hurt? Why don't you make a point and explain why you're glad that he's not on TV? Why don't you make a valid fucking point? Why don't you use that thing between your ears and tell me why it's a good thing that Cena's off the show? You know, and why you hate him. That's the thing. I've been dealing with John Cena haters for so long, and none of you fuckers could ever give me a valid point at how you could cheer for his injury. I mean, none of you guys could ever make a good point on why he really sucks. It just... Alright, that's it. You know what? I can relate to John Cena because I, just like him, bust my ass and have a hard time getting any respect from anyone. So I relate to John Cena because John Cena has busted his ass for 12 years for you guys, and you guys have the gall to cheer an injury. You know, you know, I can relate to that because you can work your fucking ass off and people still want you gone. I mean, it's pathetic. I feel bad for John Cena. I do. I feel bad for him. You know, I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, he gets to go home and fuck Nikki Bella, and he has $10 million a year in the bank. But I still feel bad that people boo an injury. I mean, I don't think he's too worried about it, but his legacy will always be the dickhead fans booing him. It's really pathetic.